Here's something that might shock college basketball purists. NC State just secured a commitment that could completely reshape how we think about international recruiting. Wolfpack head coach Will Wade has officially landed Musa Sagnia, and this isn't your typical high school prospect story. We're talking about a seasoned 6'8", 218-pound power forward who's been battle-tested in some of Europe's most competitive professional leagues. Sagnia hails from Bacau, the Gambia, and has been showcasing his talents with Baxi Manresa in Spain's prestigious Liga ACB and the Champions League. At 22 years old, he brings a level of professional experience that most college players won't see until they graduate. But here's where it gets interesting and potentially controversial. The Wolfpack was originally positioned to secure Sagnia's commitment much earlier during the summer months. However, something changed, and they had to circle back to finalize the deal. What caused the delay? Was it competing offers, visa complications, or perhaps second thoughts about jumping from professional basketball back to the college ranks? Regardless of the timeline drama, Sagnia's addition addresses a critical need for NC State. The frontcourt was crying out for additional depth and raw athleticism, and this international addition provides exactly that. He's positioned to create genuine competition for returning veterans Van Allen Lubin and Scotty Ebube during the upcoming season, while potentially stepping into a more prominent role the following year. Let's talk numbers, because they tell a compelling story. Currently, Sagnia is producing 3.8 points and grabbing 3.1 rebounds per contest, while logging 14.1 minutes of action. His field goal percentage sits at a respectable 45.7%. For context, he started 27 games with Manresa this season, demonstrating his versatility by playing both power forward and center positions when needed. And this is the part most people miss, the measurables that caught everyone's attention. During last year's Adidas Eurocamp, Sagnia recorded some eye-popping physical measurements. A 6'11" and 3/4 inch wingspan, an 8 foot and 10/4 inch standing reach, and a 22 and 25 inch standing vertical leap. These aren't just impressive numbers on paper. They translate directly to defensive disruption and rebounding prowess on the court. Interestingly, Sagnia isn't unfamiliar with the NC State program. He participated in the 2023 Adidas Eurocamp alongside Paul McNeil, who would later become his Wolfpack teammate after completing his freshman campaign in Raleigh. This commitment elevates an already impressive recruiting haul. NC State's overall class currently holds the number 14 ranking nationally, a testament to Wade's aggressive approach in the transfer portal and international markets. The roster reconstruction includes guards Quadir Copeland and Alin Breed, both from McNeese State, point guard Trey Holloman, Michigan State, forwards Colt Langdon, Butler, Jerry Dang, Florida State, Terrence Arsenault, Houston, and Darian Williams, Texas Tech, alongside returning players Lubin and Ubube. Simultaneously, the Pack secured a two-player high school recruiting class featuring legitimate top 75 talents. Forward Zamika Wilkins earned recognition as the number 3 player in North Carolina and claimed the state's Mr. Basketball honor. Guard Matt Abel ranks as the number 26 overall prospect in the 247 Sports Composite rankings and holds the number 6 shooting guard position nationally. International guard Jane Contunimi rounds out the incoming freshman group. But here's what I find fascinating, and what should spark some serious debate. Is NC State's heavy reliance on transfers and international players a genius strategy or a risky gamble? While other programs chase high school phenoms for 3 or 4 years, Wade is betting on experienced players who can contribute immediately. Some will argue this approach lacks the long-term stability that traditional recruiting provides. Others might contend that in today's transfer portal era, immediate impact trumps everything else. The question becomes, can a roster built primarily on transfers and international talent develop the chemistry and continuity needed for sustained success? What's your take on this recruiting philosophy? Do you believe Wade's international heavy approach gives NC State a competitive advantage? Or does it create too much uncertainty? Should college programs prioritize experienced international players over developing homegrown talent? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I have a feeling this one's gonna split opinions right down the middle.